talking about the recent surge in COVID in India, and this is actually one of the things which troubles us all. What are the causes? Is it because of the COVID fatigue? Is it because there is a susceptible population? The Sero survey in India has shown about 10 to 20%. Various Sero surveys have shown. Is there a change of season which is important? Is it because of the incomplete vaccination program, or is it because of mutations that the documentation that 81% variants in Punjab were UK variant, and UK people call that Indian strain, So it's a matter of semantics. And I have already in my presentation I narrated some numbers which I may not remember. Maharashtra has a different strain. So there are issues which related to variants or mutants are two or three. One is their clinical profile. Are they more contagious? Yes. The UK strain is more contagious. Other strains I do not know. Second is whether the diagnostic test which we are using, will these strains evade the diagnosis? Meaning thereby that you do RT-PCR, it becomes negative, where actually this person is infected with mutants. So the answer to that is that when you do RT-PCR, you are also testing the nucleocapsid part of virus, whereas the mutation is occurring in the spike protein. So far the thinking and the evidence is that diagnostic acumen remains same in mutants as in wild strain or Wuhan strain, as you call it. And third part is vaccine. As far as the UK strain is concerned, there was an experiment done in the National Institute of Virology where the vaccinated serum with Covaxin was experimented with the UK strain, and it was documented that UK strain was susceptible to vaccinated serum. That means that Covaxin generated immunity, gave protection against UK strain. Same is true for Astra vaccine also. Like the Brazil strain, it does not it is resistant to the serum which is being immunized with Astra vaccine. So in Brazil, the Astra vaccine is not being used. So this is going to be a continuous process. The silver lining is that Pfizer and Moderna vaccine, that is mRNA vaccine, is a genetically engineered vaccine. It's not a killed vaccine. It's a genetically engineering vaccine, and scientists have a capacity to alter it depending upon the mutants or variants. So according to variants, they will be able to alter the mRNA vaccines within a few days. That is what I have been told. So I know I am making the subject complicated, but I have tried to clarify as much as I can. The sources of transmission, as we have understood almost 1 year back, we thought that it's a droplet transmission, it doesn't go beyond 2 yards, so the person who is here is absolutely safe, and all those things we have been listening. And as I said, I'll be focusing on the progress in the newer issues. Now, if you look at this particular cartoon, this is A, and the B is within the range of 2 yards and he can transmit air. We always thought that C was safe. But now we know that if the person coughs aloud or he sings or shouts or screams, this will go further down, and subsequently the virus is in the air, and the C, who is actually quite far from A but is in the same room or hall, will also be affected. And WHO actually quite early published and said that airborne transmission is a reality, and that actually has put us all into a very difficult situation. And we have always talked about persistence of coronavirus for 2 to 3 days on plastics and 4 hours on copper, and in the air for 3 hours and on the stainless steel for 2 days and so on and so forth. This has become little less important as compared to the droplet and airborne transmission. This is from 25th of January when I delivered a talk on one of the medical association. The United States was rising and India was climbing down in incidence. And that time, actually, these are slides from, and I thought that we are sitting on a time bomb. And true enough, in April, it has actually exploded all over the India. What can we do? And what is the future? And that is what is important. We know that there are several safety tips: hand washing, sanitizer, wear a mask, don't touch your face, cover when you sneeze. All those things but what is important and has been found out that mask is the most important. The mask with the valve are banned. It should be never be used with the corona thing because they can be used for air pollution because you are exhaling contaminated air directly without being filtered. The important thing with the mask is that it should be worn all the time. As I said, that airborne transmission is there all the time. So if you are sitting in your office and somebody comes to meet you and you talk to him, he spends 15 minutes in your office, he goes away and you pull down your mask thinking that you are alone. But the fact of the matter is, if he has infected or pre-symptomatic or asymptomatic, then if he has thrown viruses in your office, they will be there for at least a period of 3 hours. So therefore, don't pull down your mask when you are alone in your office, especially in the air-conditioned office. And majority of offices are actually air-conditioned. If you want to have a cup of tea with somebody, have it in the open area. And I would say never have it. It's natural for you to enjoy, you and me, a cup of coffee or tea with the friends, but this is actually not the time to do that. So therefore the face mask, and there's an evidence for that. In the United States, 15 states mandated the mask by law, and it was estimated that corona cases were reduced to the tune of 200,000. In 4 states, the in-house dining was banned. That reduced the corona cases and reduced the mortality. This is all published material. I have not brought in the form of slides in the interest of time. And this is the paper that I was talking about. This came on the 1st April 2021. Mask mandates on premises dining and COVID-19. This evidence has come that it reduces the incidence and mortality. Of course, maintaining a safe distance is extremely difficult in India with so much of population. If you go to the mall or a shop or a grocery shop, you can never if you want to maintain a distance of 2 meters, you will be there from morning to evening without accomplishing job. Other thing which is important is duration of exposure. If you are going to the market and you must go to the market to buy few things, finish it as quickly as possible. Go to as few shops as possible. 10 things can be bought in 3 minutes, or you may loiter around for 30 minutes looking for better things. This is not a time to do that. Of course, clean your hands all the time. These are killer hands. We know in critical care they are the mode of transmission of infection, and it can be transmitted to you.